bottles.
And I'm Mongrel. Let's go.
Mongrel?
Let's finish.
Let's write a poem. Are we writing for Yuri now? Because you said you wanted to do something different.
Oh yeah, we were going through it in the assumption that we liked Yuri in the playthrough. So.
Yeah. This is the alternate universe. So I'm gonna say peaceful?
No.
Well, it's not cute. It's a big.
Yeah.
It's too big of a word for
yeah.
it.
It's two syllables. I guess.
Okay.
I mean, there's also desire, unrequited.
Unrequited. After image. Determination. Sensation.
Uncanny.
Disarray. Secretive, because you're a lying bitch, aren't you? Unstable. Vertigo, because I don't know what that means.
Intellectual.
Yes, because Natsuki isn't smart.
Unrestrained. Existence.
Melancholy. Contamination. Analysis. No. Entropy. That's a Crash villain. Crimson. Uncontrollable.
Incapable. Whirlwind.
Vivid. Misfortune. I think that's the first time we ever made a poem and didn't make a single mistake.
Yeah.
Hi! Whoa. I have to get the voice back. Hi again, Bisky! It's been a while. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word.
Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Also, the reason we aren't Oh.
What?
Oh.
What?
I just noticed it.
Oh!
The poster
Oh,
there.
fuck!
Zoom in on my sadness.
Holy fuck, dude.
Look
at that.
It's right there.
It's just right there hanging.
It was funny because I was literally just about to say, like, I'm wondering, like, because, like, you know, there's a lot of, like, random stuff that happens, right?
Yeah, there's, like, other stuff in the background.
So, well, like, this stuff in the background, stuff that could happen with the characters, you know, the secret poems we get. So I'm wondering, like, how different this is going to be. Because we actually got a good amount of them in the last time we played this.
Yeah.
So, anyway, back to the story at hand. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Jesus fuck. Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Bisky.
You're too close to me.
I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you.
I can see it moving now. It's weird.
Moving?
Yeah, like the background is like tilting. Yeah, it's fucking me. Wait.
Now that you mention it.
Wait.
making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us...
This is the 20,000th time this game has used the word seriously.
Then you won't see the end of it.
I'm sorry, my hair was covering my words. Natsuki certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in the club room.
Yeah, and like Yuri's super huge now too.
Yeah, everything's out of whack. We noticed this the last time.
Yeah. Mangoes.
Man Ray!
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and Man Ray.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Can you fucking back up? God damn!
I'm sorry, Bisky.
Especially since I know what happens when you get close to me.
We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Clearly. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway. Now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, I can't really say no either way.
Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to not read anything. Get away from me. You're practically shoving my face in your tits.
Not that I'm complaining.
Not that I'm complaining, I'm just, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable.
I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
This is like how girls on Snapchat take pictures. Like, they have like a weird filter that makes everything look distorted.
Mm-hmm.
Their tits are front and center. And then when people are like, yo, look at those titties, they're like, no.
No.
It's, no.
You have committed crimes against Skyrimental people. What say you in your defense?
No.
No. It's not bad. It's not that, Yuri. What's that poster?
He's just talking with her. He said, it's not what I'm... What's that poster?
Why do you have a poster of someone hanging themselves?
Yeah.
She's kind of hot, but, like, why?
I feel like I had feelings for her at one point. Is she my waifu? I want to try to be a part of this. What is it? Why is that there? So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure?
I'll pick it up, but I won't read it.
I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
I'm very claustrophobic.
Yeah, she keeps getting closer.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
It is getting like more like tilted too. It's weird. Yeah. It's
How to not make people uncomfortable with their claustrophobia.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out the book that I thought you might enjoy.
Is it about personal space?
It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't really usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is...
How is this... What is that poster? She even picked out a poster!
Yuri, thank you.
What mango is that from?
It looks like an anime.
I enthusiastically take the book. Could you imagine if, like, Bisky, like, suddenly realized he's, like, in an anime? Like, he looks at that and is like, wow, that looks like it's in a really well-drawn anime. And then just, like, looks in the mirror like, what?
My eyes are big, too.
What is... That's not a...
Alita Battle Girl is what I am.
Am I? Goku?
Am I Goku? Well, you can read it at your own pace.
I'll read it whenever.
I look forward to hearing what you think.
Everything's
there you go.
Normal.
Except for the poster.
Nah, it's still there.
Good.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried 6 feet deep underground. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. I admit it, I'm the one that put up the poster.
I wanted to see what type of atmosphere.
I love atmosphere! I love scrambling the berries.
I love to scramble the berries!
Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her.
Oh, the poster's gone.
She sneaks another... Oh.
I really missed the poster. I think it really created an atmosphere.
Not even that. He's just like, I wanted to try looking at... What happened to the other poster?
I liked it. I was just getting used to it.
I'm sorry, is that a calendar? Like, what?
What do we need a calendar for? What are we keeping track of, our debts?
Monica's over there and he's like, I'm gonna delete her then, I'm gonna delete him then, and then once on Tuesday I'm gonna take a day off. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book.
Sorry, I was just spacing out.
I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine.
You went to space, Bisky?
You went to space? If I was focused, then I wouldn't have noticed in the first place.
You're,
Are you part of the,
Can
NASA?
I just,
Oh, fuck.
Can I just, like, push your eye back? E, you're good at editing.
Just push the eye back.
Like a finger.
Fix it. It's still going! It's still going!
Where's it going?
It's going to space.
It's bye.
It's going places. Oh my god. Can we get through this already? It's kind of freaking me out. But I'm just rereading this bit, so.
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not even on your face anymore.
I just wanted to reread it with one eye.
With only one eye?
Not for any
okay.
particular reason. Oh, there you go.
It just starts going. No.
I'm trying to maintain eye contact. Where's it going?
Are you going on an adventure?
Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book?
So that one eye can read one and the other can read the other.
That way it doesn't get bored. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, my eye did it again and looked at
Wait,
it.
what happened?
When she stopped at the book yesterday, she was like, that's not what I meant.
Ah.
I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see.
There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go.
I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very It's a very engaging and relatable story about people
Dying.
dying and gaining lust for killing people, and then
blood.
finding out that you're. I
You have
forget
a
what the.
third eye.
Yeah, that
Third eye suppression and repression.
something like that. I don't know. I'm not,
You're weird, Yuri.
You're weird.
You're weird.
You're weird.
Or should I say, Libertina?
Objection.
Hello, Libertina.
Take that. This turns into Phoenix.
Take that.
Objection.
Is that so? What's the story about anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled The Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Why did I turn into Patrick Stewart?
doesn't she actually like talk more about it?
Yes.
Like in this version, basically, it's about this religious camp that has turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood.
There you go. Here's your more detailed explanation.
But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding by people by cutting off their limbs and asphyxiating them to.
Is that why you cut yourself?
Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler.
For
But
the next
anyway,
game?
I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not to think about the limbs.
That's kind of hot.
Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story.
It's the type
So
of thing that
didn't-
makes me really want to grab you by the pussy.
I really. Really?
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Misky?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. It kind of reminds me of that one time your eye, like, ran away.
Because got jealous of your third eye. Anyway.
I already.
Where's that post?
Where's that poster?
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yoli was into. Oh, that's you.
Bad Mori, bad! And you already read it. She's
I already spoiled it. I already ate it and spit it back on the table. I might as well finish it.
She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story, it's that kinda challenges you to look at a life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people.
No, that's not the voice.
Oh, right. But because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway! Oh, God.
Ow! Ow, that made my ears ring.
God damn.
Take it easy, man.
I went too hard.
I have one more question. Why is there a chair in the cabinet?
Was the chair in there before?
I don't know.
And then suddenly, I'm rambling again. I'll die. Not again.
What happened with your voice?
I'm sorry.
It's okay, I guess. You just scared me a little. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem.
You see, sometimes my voice.
When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts.
I get really horny. My whole body gets incredibly.
Gets incredibly what?
You can't even see it.
Whoa, they usually do though.
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people.
Can I look at it now?
No.
Fuck!
So
Damn
I'm sorry
it,
if I end up
Monica.
saying something strange.
It's okay, I guess.
And please stop me if I start talking too much.
That's...
Like now.
Stop. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I could do is listen. I keep thinking your eye's moving again, and it's not.
I want to one day meet a person that'll be like, if I talk too much, just let me know and I'll stop. And I just want to actually tell
Just be
them.
like-
Alright, that's enough.
Like not even that day, like days later,
Yeah,
just like
just-
it's like, oh hey, stop.
yeah.
You've talked enough.
You talked enough to me.
You've talked
I'm
enough.
not mad at you. You
for-
just told me I could
You
tell
told
you
me
to.
yeah. I'm just letting you know.
I'm just bringing my right forward to you. Right? I'm executing my right that you've given to me.
You've reached your word quota for the day.
Yes.
For the year.
That I've decided for the year.
It's a literature club, after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Yes.
Fuck you.
I was wondering when one will get you.
Fuck.
I mean, you don't have to, but you know what? That voice reminds me of the fucking what happens at the end of Baldi's education, where he's just like, now once you get all of the books, get out while you still can. Or it's like some sort of weird glitch thing.
Get out while you still can.
Yo, speaking of Baldi, he has a Kickstarter now to make Baldi a full game.
Oh, cool.
Like a full complete game, and in like kind of like promoting that, he released a new little like kind of mini demo
That's
called
cool.
Baldi's Camping Trip, and it's meant to be like a mini game to the main game, so that when you go on to the next level, you have some power-ups.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
And literally, like, the only line in the whole thing that everybody repeats is when you go outside, Baldi just go, and you can do it multiple times, and he'll keep saying, he'll just go, let's go camping. Let's go camping.
What are you saying? Also, I put on some sunscreen. You got a little red before.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be in pain. Let me just get the book.
I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag.
Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right?
I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Don't jump scare me.
Yeah.
No.
Do it again.
No.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just that's something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
Thank you! Shut up!
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry.
I was just bathing in the feeling of you.
I don't know what it said.
It looked like it sounded like it looked like it said like I was bathing in the
Thought of-
no, it was like I was bathing in the feel of your body heat.
Was it?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear it. Or see it, I should say. Wait. Oh, I thought I saw a glitch.
What
What was it?
I thought I saw Bisky spelled differently or something like that.
How would it do that? Why would it do that?
That's just what I thought I saw. I don't think it actually happened.
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to.
Sometimes I forget that our protagonist's name is our creation and not like canon.
Yeah. Sorry.
I think the same about Dream Daddy too with Gore Krupp, Dad 9. It just sounds like a canon name.
Yeah, Gore Krupp.
Dad 9.
I mean,
Where'd your eyes go? Here, this should work, right?
I slide my desk up until it's against
please
Yuri's.
let the
hold
please
my
let the
book
eyes
more
not
between
come
the two
by.
of them.
Oh god, come on.
She just like turns and there's no eyes.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open.
I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Titties.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger.
For finger.
I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. Is it bad that like I thought her hand was like her titty for a
No,
second?
that's what I thought too
I got
before.
real excited. It's actually kind of distracting me.
Yeah.
It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. You see her eye, like the other eye, just start going.
Are you ready? To turn the page.
Sorry, I think I got a bit distracted for a second.
I glance over at Yuri's face, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
Ah, that's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I could do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks.
We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb.
Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
Eh? No, I can't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
Ah! That's what you were talking about. Sorry.
Not that, you know, you're bloodlust or crazy or religious.
Forget the wrist cutting and,
You know.
the murder. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get
You know,
that
like
far
the third eye.
So I don't know what came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling alright?
Eh?
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading.
You could rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing. I don't.
Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heart
Boob.
beat.
I didn't even. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself.
Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom.
What on earth was that about?
Bisky? Did something happen just now?
Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So, you don't know anything. Good.
Good.
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh no, not really. Hold on.
What a jerk.
Hold on. Tell me if I'm seeing things for a second. for like a split second, like literally a split second, her eyes were just black dots. I swear to
Her?
God. Yeah, her.
I didn't notice.
I swear to God.
I'm
I could
literally-
just be going crazy.
I didn't notice.
Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Eh?
Shouldn't
we wait for Yuri?
fuck her. Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her.
You just
that
hear
okay?
in the background.
Fuck her.
Yeah, I was just asking.
Well, if you say so.
I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Natsuki or Monica? They're both me. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with hers first.
What?
I fucking know. I can't speak English.
Wait,
What?
did we do the whole argument thing?
Not yet. That happens this day.
Oh, fuck, what?
Oh my god, it actually happened. Dude, you actually, you have no idea how rare that is.
Really?
If you make a poem that she'll hate, that's a 15% chance that happens.
Oh, so there's like types of glitches that'll just happen.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah,
I didn't know if there was like different glitches each time you do it.
yeah. That was funny.
Cool, we got a rare one.
Yeah!
Bisky, if you... Wait, hold on. Let me put my eyes. Okay. Oh, wait, this one's a little crooked.
It's like the Pirates of the Caribbean dude with the fork in the eye, and he's just like looking, and like you can see the fork moving around.
Bisky, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then hold on. Alright, then go home.
What? Harsh?
What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it.
Bam!
Painful to think about.
Roasted.
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Damn.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid.
I don't fucking care.
You didn't even read it! Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What?
Just
Just be honest.
For some reason, doing Natsuki's voice puts a lot of spit in my mouth.
I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people are...
Alright, I heard this already!
Alright.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem, yada, yada, yada. I've heard this 5 times before. Seeing everyone around you do great things would be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other thing about simple writing is blah, blah, blah. Like a fun, I get it. I saw the fucking symbolism.
So you did. This moment with that I realized.
That's what it means to be a dick. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from me.
Yeah, I guess not.
I decided to humor her with that last. I don't care. Oh come on! I couldn't even do my monster voice. The only thing I had was her eyes popped
You
out.
probably got Monica. Maybe not.
Who should my poem next?
I was expecting you to say who should my opponent be.
Hi, Misky. I'll fight you. Having a good time so far?
I could be better.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Because I'm always listening.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm
I'm
much better
always
off just
listening.
going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, Want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Bisky. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Sorry, I'm burping.
Yeah, it's true.
That's some Chipotle.
I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Bisky. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
Oh, wow, it would have been great if she was here.
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spent so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. Now, that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri!
Right as she comes back, she's taller again. Oh no,
I mean,
actually,
she's just tall.
I think she's just tall in general, yeah. I wonder what happens if you write a poem, because you could make, like, you could choose words for each one of them to like. I wonder
Yeah.
what happens if you have exactly 10
Yeah.
between two people.
Yeah.
Oh, did I miss anything?
Come on, your fucking voice. Really? Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other.
Yeah? Already? I'm sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. I just fucking hate you.
Alright. Thanks, Monica.
You're welcome.
I suppose I should go get my poem now.
Don't bother.
Don't bother! I destroyed it.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty blah blah blah.
I heard this. That's because I have to sound confident. That's because I'm the fucking club president, dickhead. On a wall. Like the fourth one. So what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, I got it down. Got blah, blah,
I forgive
blah.
you.
I've heard this all before 3 times. I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say
Go talk to Yuri.
Anyway, here, Ryan, sometimes Ryan. If you try to on me, that's fun, that's smart. Another way to think about it is you take a pen and say,
Pen,
so
ink.
your hand go
Puddle.
flow. That's my
Advice.
advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Yorl, let's go.
Yanni?
Yanni.
Yo, what's up, Yanni? As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
What was that?
Eh? Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong. Your my eye burns. Fuck.
Are you okay?
No.
That's...
It's the game.
I guess that's one of the rare glitches. It shoots an eye laser at your right eye.
Damn.
What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have?
None.
Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
I have. I've written at least 12 poems so far. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Eh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. You can't be serious.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It was just that there are specific writing habits that are usually
Blah,
typical
blah,
of new
blah,
rivers.
blah, blah.
There have been many writing, reading, stabby. The end result is that blah 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 blah.
It's an expert.
Fuck me now.
Okay. See?
There are
That's
so
all-
many, so many different skills and techniques that go into fucking writing. That is from a poem.
fucking writing.
Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work with each other is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and by learning by example and trying new things, like BDSM or beasties. And I hope, I also hope everyone else in the club gives you valuable.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
She's an ass. She has 2 asses. Is that what biased means?
Biased.
Oh no, I got 2 asses!
Well,
Well, I shit out of one and I poop out the other.
I shit out of one and poop out the other. I get you. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I don't.
Regrettably. Never mind.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I shouldn't be talking about people like that.
Behind their back?
Sorry.
It's fine. I don't even care.
I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, me, or Natsuki. I'm not gonna make the joke again because I know I did it literally like 3 times before. That's my planet that's under me.
Do you mind if I read
Yes!
the poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her,
It's
which
another
in
glitch.
itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I don't care. You didn't read it.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What?
La 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 la. I don't care. I'm done. Phew.
A new one?
I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrows in frustration, and it also flies away. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. The fuck?
Smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that.
No, you don't.
I just meant-
You're stupid.
The language, I guess. I don't speak English. I was trying to say something nice.
I like your use of the word the and a and eagles.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say?
Well, it's as you said.
Nah.
People can try, but that's about it. Boom. Roasted.
Alright, so you did like the poem.
Yeah, she could have saved herself there. I want a mod for that. Mod makers do it. right
Literally
now.
just resolve the whole conflict.
Resolve this conflict so you don't have to deal with it. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way? Monica liked it, and Bisky liked it, and Monica liked it, and Bisky liked it. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I'm coming to cause something particularly inspiring, which I haven't done yet! And Bisky liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress her number, alright?
Of course I am, Nancy. I'm so invested in making Hari new member super hot and horny towards me. Now go get some quarters out of your freaking vending machine.
Okay.
You'll just
Yuri stands up as well.
maybe you'll just judge that Bisky appreciates my boobs more than he appreciated yours.
Excuse me! I didn't know he doesn't appreciate my boobs more! Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I was literature magically grew a size bigger as Bisky started showing up.
Shoo? What the fuck? That was cute. Natsuki.
Natsuki, that's a little...
That doesn't involve you!
Hey, we had one more shot.
Oh. Taking your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look. Oh, right.
You're going a little off key!
Me? Look who's talking, you little edgy bitch.
Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to improve anything, you have to stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can count about your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri.
Oh, my bad.
You already do, don't you?
Did you accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Biscuit do everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she noticed I was standing here.
Bisky! She's just trying to make me look bad!
That's not true. She started.
I missed the history button. The AU.
The AU.
What?
I pick Yuri. I pick Yuri. 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 Yuri.
Oh, whoa.
I can
Is
only
it-
pick Nats. Oh, hi, Monica.
Oh, hi. I'm surprised you didn't want me to pick you.
Yo, it's good.
What's good?
Yo, it's
Home
good.
slice?
Yo, what's good, Home Slice? B-Boy Jim. Hey, yo, man. The shizzle ass crack a bullet in my
Oh.
ass. Hey, Bisky. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but anything more how we start, of course that's going to be. Okay. This is just the same. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling.
Oh, Biscuit's not gonna like that.
Did I do that?
Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly.
You're confronting me.
I just wish I was able to be a little bit more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others.
That's because
You
you're
understand, right?
insensitive.
Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. You know, if you want to spend more time with me, I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom.
Aww.
I can't look at that.
Aww.
I still love her. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Looks like they're done.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead.
Yuri,
I didn't mean it.
I believe you. I have no
idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did.
Bisky, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today.
It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow.
Oh.
Completely.
Oh my god.
Anyway, meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica.
You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer.
I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done.
Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility for today.
It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri.
It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Bisky. It would be embarrassing with you listening.
I guess I don't really have a choice, do I?
I'm sorry for calling us in trouble. but I really appreciate.
I wanted to talk
I like how your mouse is.
parkour.
Oh, there you go.
What?
Well, your mouse was down there, but like it was still selecting this one because it was like highlighted.
Well, we'll see you guys in the next episode of Doki Doki Club.
So make sure you join us next time.
Hit that subscribe button, smash
Like,
that
comment, subscribe.
button, hit the bell, and make sure you comment that we suck ass. And then a month from now, I'll be very confused and sad of why people say we suck ass. Bye.